Matt Roloff and Caryn Chandler have been at the center of widespread interest since going public with their relationship. Their romance began years ago when Caryn, once an employee at Roloff Farms, became closer with Matt. Over time, their partnership deepened. In April 2023, after 6 years together, Matt asked Caryn to marry him. He confirmed the engagement publicly and spoke about enjoying their time and looking forward to a simple, elegant wedding in 2024. Throughout late 2023 and into 2024, fans watched closely for signs of wedding planning. The couple originally had designs on a wedding in Hawaii in 2024, but those plans were delayed, first by Matt's need to care for his aging mother and later by other circumstances. Matt has expressed apprehension about marriage disrupting the dynamics of their relationship. In a February 2024 conversation, he acknowledged he was petrified that a change in status might alter the harmony they already enjoy. He admitted that it felt like "don't fix what's not broke" and that they were taking the timing of the wedding slowly. Delays and the lack of a set wedding date over time, plus stretches where Matt and Caryn weren't seen together, sparked speculation online. On Valentine's Day 2025, Matt was spotted at Roloff Farms in Oregon while Caryn was staying in Arizona. The distance led some fans to question the stability of their relationship. Observers also noted that Matt slowed his social media sharing about Caryn, which added to the rumor mill. In response, Matt took to social media to address breakup rumors. In February 2025, he shared photos of snow-covered Oregon and mentioned in an Instagram update that while he was there, looking to catch up with Caryn, who is a few days ahead of me down in sunny AZ. Fans interpreted this as confirmation they were together and mending any distance. Shortly after, Matt shared an Instagram story featuring Caryn. In March 2025, the couple appeared reunited at a photo dump dinner, with Caryn's engagement ring clearly visible as she held onto Matt's arm. Matt captioned as part of the reunion with photo dump, "It's been a minute." The image garnered positive responses from fans relieved to see them appear happy and end breakup rumors. Caryn also posted her own photo dump of the evening, captioned, "Photo dump, it's been a minute," smiley face, marking another confirmation that they remain together and affectionate. In April 2025, Caryn once again posted a date night photo on Instagram stories, smiling next to Matt and showcasing her engagement ring. Full of light and warmth, the image came days after rumors claimed they had secretly married. The ring made it clear their engagement still stands. Despite the postponements and insecurities, the couple's bond appears solid. They've been traveling between Oregon and Arizona, stepping back into public couplehood. Matt appears focused on caring for his mother and managing Roloff Farms during peak season, while working through their wedding plans at a comfortable pace. Caryn's presence with him and their shared life, on the farm, at dinner, on Instagram, suggests they haven't lost momentum. Their dynamic has sparked conversation not only among fans, but also within the family. Earlier tensions surfaced when discussions of a wedding began, including who would attend and potential fallout between Matt and his adult children. It emerged that they planned a small ceremony with a limited guest list, which might not include all family members, and came at a time when relationships within the Roloff family were already complex. One aspect underlying the delay is Matt's careful prioritization of family responsibilities. He took on caregiving for his mother, affectionately Piggy, and also had to manage pumpkin season at the farm, along with renovations. In April 2024, he told Parade that wedding planning was taking a back seat to farm life and family care. He remained optimistic about finding a date, but didn't have one set. That cautious approach reflects Matt's openness about his feelings. In season 25, he admitted his fears around marriage changing their relationship and admitted that both he and Caryn were mindful about deciding whether and when to marry. Matt has said multiple times that they enjoy the status quo and are hesitant to alter it hastily. Beyond the relationship, Matt has undergone significant changes. In late 2024, Little People, Big World was officially canceled after 25 seasons. Matt pivoted toward other ventures, maintaining business licenses and focusing on real estate and speaking engagements. He also listed part of the iconic Roloff farm for sale in April 2025, describing the property as a legacy home and hoping for new owners to continue its story while he moves on to a quieter life in Arizona. His departure from Oregon has been gradual. He's been spending more time in Arizona, taking breaks on beaches, undergoing terrace planting, and generally adjusting to a different pace. A photo from the British Virgin Islands in early 2025 showed a relaxed Matt, sporting a fuller head of hair and reflecting a shift away from the frequent social media sharing he once relied on. Caryn has appeared by his side for these transitions. The couple's rendezvous, often outside Oregon, suggests they may be working toward a wedding on more neutral ground. Caryn's hometown in Arizona has become a backdrop for their posts and pictures. Matt's social media updates signal that they're sharing more time there, balancing their relationship with geographical responsibilities. Matt remains realistic about wedding expectations. He and Caryn have discussed guest list size, perhaps too small for all members of the family to attend, but frame this as a personal preference, not drama. It aligns with their desire for an understated ceremony that doesn't overshadow what drew fans to them in the first place: genuine connection and unfiltered living. These details are important because fans are watching not only Matt and Caryn, but also the broader Roloff family dynamic. Matt has 4 children from his prior marriage to Amy Roloff, twins Jeremy and Zach, Molly, and Jacob. Their relationship with Matt has had its ups and downs. Zach, in particular, has moved out, taken over a farm in Washington with wife Tori, and voiced differences with Matt over the sale of Roloff Farm. Jacob has pursued agritourism and community farming on their old property while working through past trauma. Matt has shared fond reflections about his kids, including trips to Spokane and time with grandchildren, often mentioning trips home and visits with Caryn. Matt's updates often include Caryn, but focus as well on routine life: fixing roofs, planting flowers, operating the farm, and preparing for the pumpkin season. Caryn is a consistent presence, shopping, planting, celebrating farm events, and standing by him in public photo updates. When the TV cameras left, real life continued. Caryn by Matt's side, helping keep things together. The picture that emerges is of 2 people in a long-term relationship who value progression over perfection. They're engaged, yet cautious, committed, yet mindful. They're delaying marriage not out of doubt but out of maturity, giving attention to family obligations, personal readiness, and cherishing time together on their own terms. Their Instagram stories and shared photos, far more private after the show's end, signal a desire to keep life real and authentic without staging a fairy tale moment. At present, there's no official wedding date. They've postponed several times, first moving from a hoped-for 2024 ceremony to unsettled timing in early 2025. Weariness with wedding planning has been paired with duties like farm oversight and family caretaking, leading to continued ambiguity. Matt remains publicly silent on any set date. Caryn continues to showcase the engagement ring, but the timing remains fluid. Yet despite delays, the relationship shows signs of strength. Their reunions haven't been hidden. Caryn's ring isn't missing. Their posts are cheerful. There's no indication they've cooled off emotionally. In fact, their private, low-key presence might signify a shift from media-driven momentum to a calmer, more organic partnership. Observers note that Matt's health and energy levels are important too. At nearly 64, born October 1961, Matt is turning toward a simpler life under Arizona skies. He's stepping away from public life, selling part of the farm, focusing on speaking engagements and managing other businesses. Getting married might feel like a transition marker, tying up one chapter before officially embracing another. That's likely part of their thinking. Marriage can reset rituals. Wedding days can create new routines that haven't been tested. They're cautious not to add stress or upset their balance. Matt's earlier admission that they're not doing anything off the table also leaves open divorce possibilities if needs shift, but he's clearly asserted that Caryn is the only one he sees himself with. In the end, what seems most real is this: they're together, engaged, but taking their time. They communicate through Instagram glimpses, manage expectations privately, and care about family considerations without public fanfare. Future watchers will likely see a small wedding, perhaps in Arizona, where they've settled part-time. It could come later in 2025 or 2026, when farm remodels are done, when family schedules clear, when mom's care is arranged. Until then, their love story continues out of the spotlight, steady, thoughtful, and focused on life rather than events. Everything suggests that Matt Roloff and Caryn Chandler remain engaged and in love. Fans have seen photo dumps, public dinners, ring flashes, travel together, shared farm moments, planning talk, and those quiet yet important Instagram check-ins. There are no official dates yet, but no signs of splitting either. For many followers, their story resonates not because they're celebrities, but because they're human, cautious in love, attentive to family, afraid to change something that works, and hopeful about what comes next. They're rewriting their future gently, one careful step at a time, and showing that love sometimes grows best in quiet seasons. Caryn Chandler, known for her long-standing connection to the Roloff family and the popular television show Little People, Big World, has officially announced her separation from her husband. The announcement came after weeks of speculation among fans, and now it's confirmed. Caryn and her spouse have decided to part ways after a lengthy relationship marked by public attention, reality TV fame, and many changes. Caryn Chandler became a familiar face to fans of the Roloff family through her involvement in the show. She initially worked as a manager on Roloff Farms, where she developed a close bond with Matt Roloff, one of the show's central figures. Over time, her role shifted from staff member to romantic partner, and eventually she became a full-time cast member herself. Her relationship with Matt was a major storyline in the series, and she often found herself in the spotlight, both celebrated and criticized by fans. The news of her divorce was confirmed in a quiet but clear statement. Caryn noted that while the decision was painful, it was mutual. Both she and her spouse agreed that it was time to move on and begin new chapters in their lives. The couple expressed respect for each other and emphasized that there was no dramatic incident that led to the split. Instead, they described the separation as the result of gradual emotional distancing. There had been subtle signs leading up to the announcement. Fans had noticed the absence of photos and social media mentions between Caryn and her spouse in recent months. At public events and in shared interviews, their body language suggested a level of discomfort or detachment. However, neither party addressed rumors until now. Sources close to Caryn have said she's been focusing on herself lately. She has reportedly been spending more time with her family, reconnecting with old friends, and engaging in solo hobbies and travel. Friends describe her as reflective but strong and determined to handle the change with grace. She's also been careful to maintain privacy, despite her history of reality TV exposure. While some followers speculated that the separation might involve her longtime partner Matt Roloff, no statement has indicated a connection between her divorce and her relationship with Matt. In fact, both Caryn and Matt have stated that their relationship remains intact and supportive. Matt has offered kind words about Caryn's strength and independence, and he is said to be standing by her as a friend and companion. It's worth noting that Caryn and her former spouse had faced challenges even before her public relationship with Matt Roloff began. According to reports, they had been living separately for stretches of time and navigating the pressures of public life. Caryn's involvement in a hit reality series likely complicated their personal lives, adding external scrutiny and pressure. However, those close to the situation maintain that the decision to divorce was not sudden, but something that had been building quietly over time. Caryn has not disclosed many personal details about the settlement or legal aspects of the divorce. She mentioned only that the process is being handled respectfully and cooperatively. There are no children involved in the separation, which has made the process simpler in some respects. The main focus for both individuals now appears to be moving forward peacefully. As for her future on Little People, Big World, Caryn has said she's taking things one step at a time. She remains a recurring figure on the show, and her fans continue to follow her storyline. Whether her role will expand or change in light of her personal transition remains to be seen. Producers of the show have not issued any statement on the matter. This isn't the first time the Roloff family has been at the center of relationship drama. The show has featured many personal ups and downs over the years, including the highly publicized divorce of Matt and Amy Roloff. Caryn herself became a controversial figure when she began dating Matt, as some fans felt her relationship began too soon after Matt's divorce. Over time, however, many fans grew to appreciate her contributions to the show and her genuine connection to Matt. Since the divorce announcement, social media has been flooded with messages of support and curiosity. Some fans are surprised, others not. There has been a wave of sympathy, as well as praise for Caryn's honesty. Online forums and fan groups have dissected every detail, from timelines to public appearances, trying to piece together what happened behind the scenes. Caryn has kept her tone measured and calm. She has thanked fans for their kindness and requested space as she navigates the transition. She's made no accusations, pointed no fingers, and declined to air any grievances publicly. Her maturity in handling the matter has earned praise from many viewers and colleagues. Meanwhile, Matt Roloff has also addressed the news briefly. He said he respects Caryn's decision to share her story and supports her desire for privacy. He did not elaborate on their current relationship status beyond saying that they are still in each other's lives in a meaningful way. This aligns with recent episodes where the couple has appeared together, supporting family events and continuing to manage farm-related matters as a team. What the future holds for Caryn remains open. Those who know her say she is optimistic and ready to embrace change. While divorce is never easy, she sees it as a chance to focus on personal growth and rediscover independence. She has hinted that she may pursue new ventures outside of television, including possibly writing a book or launching a lifestyle brand. Nothing has been confirmed yet, but she is said to be exploring various ideas. In the meantime, she continues to live in Oregon and remains connected to the Roloff family. Her presence on the farm has become more occasional, but she is still involved in key family milestones and decisions. Fans will likely continue to see her on future episodes, especially during major life events. Despite the personal change, Caryn's core identity appears unchanged. Friends say she remains loyal, grounded, and focused on her values. She is not interested in sensationalizing the divorce or seeking attention. Her focus is on healing and rebuilding in a quiet, dignified way. One of the challenges Caryn has faced over the years is public judgment. As someone who went from a background role on the farm to a major player in a widely viewed show, she has had to adapt quickly to the pressures of fame. Her divorce brings another layer of scrutiny, but she's handling it with the same quiet resilience she has shown before. Public opinion, as always, is mixed. Some still question the timeline of her relationships, while others fully support her. But even critics agree that her approach to the separation has been classy and low-key. She hasn't used it as a publicity opportunity or attempted to shift blame. She's simply acknowledged the truth and asked for understanding. In recent days, she's been spotted in public without a wedding ring and appearing calm and collected. Paparazzi have tried to capture images, but Caryn has avoided dramatic moments or emotional outbursts. She seems intent on avoiding drama and focusing on her well-being. Caryn's announcement is the latest in a long line of relationship developments among reality TV stars. Her story reminds viewers that even public figures face private struggles. Divorce is never easy, but for someone in the public eye, it can be even more challenging. Still, she's choosing to face it with strength, clarity, and quiet optimism. While the show may eventually touch on the divorce in future episodes, for now, fans are relying on Caryn's words and actions to understand what's happening. She has promised to share more when she's ready, but she's made it clear that this is a personal matter, not a plot point. As the situation develops, those who support her will likely continue to do so. Others may remain skeptical, but the reality remains the same. Two people made a difficult decision, and they're doing their best to move forward respectfully. Caryn Chandler's journey has always been one of change, both personal and public. From working behind the scenes at Roloff Farms to becoming a central figure on national television, she's evolved and grown under the spotlight. Her divorce is another chapter in that journey, not the end, but a new beginning. She may be single again, but she's far from alone. She has a support system, a fan base, and a future she's beginning to define for herself. Whether she stays in front of the camera or steps back for a while, one thing is certain: Caryn Chandler is facing change with grace and writing her next chapter on her own terms. Tori has always used her social media to share real life. From messy playrooms to doctor visits to moments of joy, she has built a connection with her followers based on honesty. Even when she was overwhelmed, she never pretended everything was perfect. That same energy came through in her announcement. She didn't make it about drama. She made it about growth and reality. She also posted a follow-up story showing her kids having a movie night in their pajamas. She said that they are her heart and that her goal now is to create a calm, stable home. She said the kids are adjusting well and that she and Zach are still co-parenting respectfully. She said that even if they aren't living in the same house, they are both present and active parents. Some people wondered if this means Tori will move back to her hometown or if she will stay in the house in Washington where they've been living. She didn't answer that question directly, but she said she plans to stay rooted for now. She wants consistency for the kids and time to figure things out slowly. She said she's not rushing into anything and she's not making big decisions right away. There have also been questions about the show. Neither Tori nor Zach have said whether they will return for another season. In earlier interviews, both had expressed burnout from filming and the pressure of sharing their lives so publicly. This new chapter might bring more distance from the cameras. Or it might bring new stories. Fans seem open either way, saying they want whatever is healthiest for everyone. Zach and Tori's families have not made official statements. Amy Roloff, Zach's mother, shared a quiet post with a quote about love and change. It said that sometimes love means letting go, and that families come in all shapes. She didn't mention anyone by name, but many fans took it as a gentle nod of support. Matt Roloff has stayed silent so far. Other family members have simply posted family photos and everyday updates. Some longtime fans feel sad. They say they grew up watching Zach and Tori grow together, and it feels like a loss. But others point out that this is just part of life. People grow, change, and sometimes drift. That doesn't erase the good that came before. Most of the conversation online has been respectful. Many say they are just grateful for the way the couple handled the announcement, with grace, honesty, and care.